Hey guys, thanks for coming to the next Telex review, a short review. We're going to take a look at the Caol Ila 17 Unpeated. Not their typical deal with the regular peated like the 12. The Unpeated is a series that comes out every year. This is a 17 year, and this is from 2015 to be specific. It's a 55.9er ABV, Alpha Bravo Victor, if you know what I mean. And looking forward to taking another look at it. I've had this bottle for a couple of years actually, and the first time I reviewed it, I wasn't a huge fan. I gave it a 2.75 out of 5, the 0.25 increments, and the reason is because it was overly salty and had a lot of olive notes to it at the first time I tried it, and thankfully I gave it a lot of time. With oxidation, it really helped, and I'll get more into that in a second about the oxidation that could help it. But anyway, starting off, we'll go in with the neat, of course, and like I said, it was really overly salty on the nose the first time. This time, there's a lot more I can pick out. I mean, other than the malted barley, you get ginger, some honeysuckle, lemongrass, ginger wood. It's ex bourbon. It's going to be American oak on this one, and there's some vanilla, and it's not peated, but there is a slight smokiness to it in the background. It's subtle, but it's refined, and you can tell that the age helps a lot here with that. The first time I had the palate, it was a bit chalky. The chalk is not there. Now it's more of a this is smooth. Oh man, cast strength basically. It's a little potent, but it's good. The salty and ginger maritime properties are there, but it has a really nice sweetness that comes with it now that I didn't get the first time, and I think this makes it a lot more balanced. Even though the seashell notes are there, it's not as in your face as it was the first time. This has a bit of white pepper and black pepper and some spiciness along with that sweetness, the custard, the creme brulee. It melds really well. And the finish is, I'd say it's medium. It has a nice spice kick to it. The ginger's still there. It comes almost like a candied ginger. And there is a bit of unbelievable wisp of smoke that's still in the background. Not an overly ashy smoke or chalky like it was the first time. This time, it's it's definitely a subtle and still like a white ashtray type of note, though, not like a deep charcoal or anything like that. Not a typical Isle malt, especially not being unpeated by any means. But there is still some smoke in the background. This would really pair if you're doing food. This would pair well with sushi. Anything that you would drink a dry beer with, I think this would go well. The finish is a little dry for my taste, but it's still a lot better than the 2.75 that I gave it the first time a couple of years ago. Now it's up to a 4.25. Now, and also, with a dram like this, I think it would help if you do some decanting. Even though with the traditional decanting, you're taking sediment out, but you're also, adding oxygen to it, and it does have an effect. But I think the best way to decant this is to pour the whole bottle into maybe 3 separate bottles, leaving more space for air. And over time, I think it'll oxidize quicker that way. That's a theory of mine. But if I had another bottle of this, which would I buy another one? I would. Even and I got a great deal. It's like 120 for a 17-year-old Caol Ila. Usually these run about 150. So I'm gonna try with a couple drops just to see if we get a lot of changes. I did try it with water the first time. I didn't notice much difference. I think it does enhance the spiciness and the sweetness to the nose, at least. Not a bad thing. I think it brings out more grapes, more the pears, the light in fruit. This is most likely colored and chill filtered, unfortunately, but it is still a good taste. Wow, it might even enhanced. It doesn't make any sense to me, but it might have enhanced the smokiness factor on the back end of the finish after the water. I'm not sure if that's because it is bringing more of the earthy barley, because this is an earthier barley than I'm used to having, but I like it. The smoke is actually longer with a drop of water than it is without. Go figure. Well, thanks for stopping by, guys, with this one. I'm going to start a new live. It's going to be an actual live discussion that will keep going on. Trying to keep it short for the fans of the short reviews. Thanks for coming, and I'll start a new one here in a second. Salam Shava.